Hello and welcome to another versus challenge.
It's a versus challenge.
Versus challenge number 57.
Should be.
Number 57. Heinz 57 ketchup.
Oh shit.
Yep. And since we're talking about Pittsburgh, I'm drinking an icy light today. Pittsburgh beer. Pittsburgh Brewing Company.
Did I talk about?
I don't know, but look at my nice Iron City beer shirt.
I like it.
Original Iron City. Pumping iron. So I'm gonna pump an iron.
Last week when we did the Zelda Mario, did I talk about Coors? Did I have these? No, I had ice.
No,
lights.
you didn't have. Yeah, we had ice lights.
So and during our hiatus, I was in Colorado, and I made my way to Golden where the Coors brewery is. And like, just hearing how they take like extra steps to like make sure they have the purest water to start with, like totally made me change like my opinion on Coors Light versus Coors.
Yeah.
Around here, Coors Light is made in Milwaukee with like Milwaukee water. Coors Banquet is only made in Golden, Colorado, and only uses Rocky Mountain spring water.
And no matter where you buy it.
Correct. No matter where, they
Cool.
only make it there.
That's a pretty cool fact. I like that.
That's why I'm switching to Coors
Banquet.
Banquet.
Coors Banquet. Okay. That's a pretty interesting thing. So, we are recording tonight on night 2 of WrestleMania.
Correct.
And so that leads into our versus challenge for this evening is who was your favorite wrestler to wrestle with
In the
the
retro.
retro games. So we are going to go that route tonight and next week as well too, just to kind of finish out WrestleMania season.
Should have looked at, because we're playing the one that, are they saying what I'm saying?
Oh, no, I can pull that up here.
This version of WWE gaming, WWF gaming at the time.
WWF gaming.
I did not play this game. This was which one? WrestleFest?
This is WrestleFest.
So I just played Super Nintendo,
yeah.
Royal Rumble.
Probably Royal.
That was like the one I played the most.
The big ones were Royal Rumble and Raw, WWF Raw.
And then, but on the 64, I would play NWO and all those fun games.
WCW, NWO.
And No Mercy, yeah.
No WWF, No Mercy.
But my
WrestleMania
original
2000.
wrestling game was Royal Rumble on Super Nintendo. So I think we're gonna play a little bit of that next week.
Mine too. That's what really got me into wrestling games.
But what we're gonna argue today is if you're gonna play a wrestling game, a retro wrestling game, who's gonna be your guy?
And this is pre.
Oh, is this it?
Yeah, that's the roster here for.
I was about to say I would be shocked if my guy isn't also on this game and he's not there.
Okay, I'm interested to hear who you have to say.
I gotta see that come up again. Make sure.
The Royal Rumble game is my introduction to wrestling games as well too.
By Acclaim, I think.
Yes, by Acclaim. Yes. So they made WWF Royal Rumble and WWF Raw. There might have been a WrestleMania game. I know they had
I feel like there was a WrestleMania.
There was WrestleMania, the arcade game.
Right.
Which was a pretty interesting game.
And this is also an arcade game, isn't it? WrestleFest?
WrestleFest is like, it's like
remember Earthquake.
WrestleFest is like the big one. Like that's the one when you think of like arcade wrestling games, it's WrestleFest. There's also WWF Superstars, that was a big one, and then there is WWF WrestleMania, the arcade. But this one is the big one. So WrestleFest was the big one.
I don't remember Earthquake at all.
So, and I'll explain more about WrestleFest when we get on the episode next week. We're not going to do any gameplay today, of course. But
let's hurry up! I'm gonna play.
Let's go. So, do you have the coin?
Oh shit! Yeah, I was digging around. I didn't grab it.
Well, then I'm gonna.
Sorry, I also had a beer with dinner, and then I had a beer with Rummy, and then I came here.
I was at a softball field
having a beer.
all weekend. My face is windburned.
Yeah, I was gonna say something, but I was like, this is gonna piss him off. I'm not gonna say. Oh, let me see.
What were you gonna say?
Oh, damn it, he's not there. That your face looks red.
Oh, I know. It was so fucking windy this weekend.
What are we? You're calling it in the air?
Mm-hmm.
Who goes first? Not double blind. It's a single.
It's just
call.
a single one. Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Tails never froze.
Tails it is.
Oh, second.
You go second.
Yeah.
This was the Super Mario Power Star / Mario coin that I keep with my Chromebook just for this occasion.
I guess I need to update our wiki. Wiki.
Oh, one of my favorite YouTube channels is twitching right now. Oh,
Nice.
wait, that's us.
Well, welcome. welcome to all of those that are watching WrestleMania 42.
What's it called again? Is it
Wrestle-
called Vegas?
Huh? WrestleMania. It's WrestleMania 42, but it's in Vegas.
But there's not like a theme other than Vegas?
Vegas.
It's
It's
not like...
second year in a row with Vegas, so they just said WrestleMania Vegas for some reason. I don't know why.
Well, you know, people are going to watch it anyway.
Oh man, apparently I'm behind on my coin toss thing, so I'll update that later.
We'll just skip to this one.
True.
Because that's what I do with the beer. I have a beer wiki, and there's just 50 blanks between like 4 and 54.
Tails.
And honestly, I have it open. I need to put in last week. We both drank icy lights last week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, were you drinking one of the tea ones?
Oh, I might have drank. Yeah. Yep. That thing. So the way that versus challenges work, for those of you that have never watched a versus challenge before, you have 2 minutes to argue about your topic, whatever it is. This week is who is the best wrestler to wrestle with. And then we each have 2 minutes to do that on the clock, and then after that, then we rebuttal, talk about it. We say who's right and who's wrong. Usually, there's never actually a winner, because you in the comments down below need to decide and tell us who's right and who's wrong. So,
I haven't had a Coors Light on an episode in a long time. Miller Lite or Yingling Flights.
So that's usually what I carry here.
In episode 4, I had Coors Light. I know there's other ones in here that I have Coors Light.
Yeah.
Man, I used to watch these like while I was at work getting work done. I need to get back to that, just having this playing in the background.
Yeah.
Problem was, I think the last one I did was like the 1944 episode when I was trying to mark all the times I died.
That was fun.
And I died like
We need to come up with a
33
new
times.
We need to come up with a new challenge like that.
Another drinking game challenge?
Yeah,
that sounds like a summer thing.
Yeah, for sure. Or a good Friday or Saturday night one.
Yeah, which we never freaking do anymore.
I know. So.
All right, timers.
Yeah, 2 minutes are on the clock here.
And I'm going to wrestle first.
You're going to wrestle first.
That's what I said. Oh, I just felt like a pimple on my neck. That hurts.
Nice. All right. So, are you ready, sir?
I'm as ready as I'm going to be.
All right. 3, 2, 1, and go ahead.
All right. So, who I'm going to pick, pretty much any wrestling game I'm going to play, just because he was like my favorite for so long. I'm going to put this in words that everyone will understand. I think I'm cute.
Relax.
I know I'm sexy. And then there's Drive the Girls Wild, and there's something else I forgot in there.
You got the
But-
looks.
Yeah, there you go.
Drive the girls wild.
But HBK, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, he's always gonna be one of the guys I'm gonna check out. Like he was an electric
check him out?
character. I'll check him out. Don't pretend like you weren't in those like leopard skin pants and tiger skin pants he was wearing.
I do like the heart ones.
Always, because he basically wore Zubas. He wore the like leather Zubas.
Right on his
He always
ass.
had black and white striped. Just lot of not flamboyant but flashy, right? So he's fun to play, or fun to watch. So that makes him fun to play. So you get the super kick, like nothing harder or nothing simpler to figure out how to like when to set that up as your finisher, like. But he also had epic matches when we were coming up, right? He had the Iron Man match with Bret Hart. He won friggin' his Royal Rumble win is one of the memorable highlights because he does that grab onto the ropes and he backward somersaults back over the ropes, I want to say against Diesel.
And they did call him Mr. WrestleMania.
Like, and he was just electric. So I'm picking, I got 20 seconds left. I mean, Shawn Michaels, yeah, he broke up with what's his name, initially his original tag partner, but goes into friggin'
Marty Jannetty.
maybe.
Who knows?
But then he goes into DX. Like, he's just super memorable, and that was after I got to know him, the DX stuff. So like Shawn Michaels, that's who I'm playing as.
Okay.
Boom.
All right.
2 minutes.
All right. I'm ready. So ready? 3, 2, 1, go. So the person I always went with, was my favorite wrestler growing up.
Yokozuna.
No, he was my favorite wrestling character growing up. Anytime I played Royal Rumble or anytime I played WrestleFest, This was the guy that I wanted him to be. I wanted him to be like what Cody Rhodes is right now. I wanted him to always have the title.
Mankind.
And he never really had the title. No, we're not. That's too late because that's N64.
Oh yeah, that's true. True.
Ultimate Warrior.
Oh yeah. Dude, what happened to this guy?
Dude, he drugs. That's what happened.
Seriously.
Drugs. No, Ultimate Warrior was my guy.
He was him.
He was him. He was him.
Literally.
Before him
was a thing.
Before him was a thing.
He was him.
Like he was the only guy that you could, besides Andre the Giant, that could pick up Hogan and throw him. Like legitimately. Like he was the only one.
Oh, I hate to cut you off, but the problem with Ultimate Hogan is you could tell he was always coked out.
Who? Ultimate Warrior? Oh yeah.
He was always coked.
And just grabbing the rope. And,
that's what I'm doing.
I mean, like that. He was so awesome. I mean, just the energy that he had in there. Like I my favorite joke is always like I think it's WrestleMania.
Oh my God, could they see that? Did they see what just? I'm sorry.
No,
they can see the screen, right?
Yeah.
It said winners don't do draws.
Oh, yeah. I forgot because they got the warning on there. But so I think my favorite thing ever saying is like when someone's running, it's like it reminds me of Ultimate Warrior in WrestleMania 3, I think it was, where he just like he's coming down the really long thing and his music's going, and it's like it reminds me of that clip of Ultimate Warrior just reminds me of like a Monty Python thing where they would do like I think Monty Python and the Holy Grail where they have the guys coming and running and they're like choo, and then they
with the horse.
Yeah, but then they're like so far away, and then they get closer and then they pan away and they go back and then all the way back and I'm like that's what plays over and over in my head, but it's the Ultimate Warrior running down the WrestleMania 3 thing. Hey, just do. I was like, and if you keep looking, if you look, he's still running to this day because he's so jacked up on coke.
Yeah, man, Ultimate Warrior.
Ultimate Warrior was he was my guy.
One of those epic could have beens.
Yeah, man.
Right. Okay.
I think two really good. I mean, I the other one that I usually
I don't know that Ultimate Warrior is in Royal Rumble.
I think so. We're gonna talk about the differences between.
Come back. Oh yeah, because you played the Sega version.
I played the Sega version.
And I played the Super Nintendo version.
So
yeah, come back next week. We'll get deeper into that.
The one guy that's on the Super Nintendo version, I was surprised is not on the Sega version, and I'm like, kind of a little like
the clown.
No, I'm kind of a little hurt about it.
Okay.
We'll talk about it when we get there.
Huh.
So tune in next week to go over that. But yeah, I mean, what's your final thoughts? Like, what are some other memorable characters that you would use too? I mean, like, obviously HBK. Mm-hmm. I mean that was a given. Bret Hart, Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, Bret Hart's the Hitman was clutch.
I used Macho Man a lot.
I don't think I was never a big Macho Man guy.
Oh, see, I was more of a Macho Man than Hulk Hogan.
But I would play as Steve Austin and The Rock later, in
Austin all day, every day.
Undertaker, Undertaker's definitely in the Royal Rumble game. He's big news. Once in a while, I'll throw down a Lex Luger. Lex Luger,
yeah. There was always there was a few times that I would do Papa Shango. I don't know if you remember him.
I don't know.
We'll get to him. So,
but yeah, I never played as $1 Million Man. Never played as Sergeant Slaughter. Never big on Ric Flair, the Woo Boy, the Nature Boy. Yeah, I'll imitate him, but like I would never play as him. Yeah. Undertaker, HBK.
Yeah, we'll get into all those guys next week, but we're also gonna do a little bit of a challenge with WrestleFest. So that's gonna be fun, especially since you've never really
into.
Yeah, especially since you've never really played WrestleFest before. This is like the ultimate wrestling arcade game right here. I mean, this is it, and it's not easy. It's a very tough game. So, honestly, I don't even understand the controls. I just button mash half the time.
What was Lex Luger's title?
Oh, the narcissist.
That's right.
Yeah,
I saw Mr. Perfect, and I was like, "That's not him."
No, the narcissist.
It's different, yeah.
But I'll go into more detail about Lex Luger next week as well too, and why he had a nickname.
And Val Venus, we'll go into him a little bit.
The ladies will maybe, or maybe he'll go into the ladies.
I think he goes into the ladies.
Yeah, well, the early '90s were a crazy time. So.
Hell yeah. We are definitely a product of that.
Oh yes.
All right.
So, All right, so tune in next week. Let us know in the comments down below who you think is your favorite wrestler from the retro games. We're talking pre-Nintendo 64 games. So who was your go-to wrestler guy? Was it Shawn Michaels? Was it Ultimate Warrior? Or was it someone else? So, anything else?
That's all I got. Come back next week.
That's all I got as
you.
well, too. So, for the Terrible Gamers, I'm Kevin.
I'm Kyle.
And as always, keep on playing.
Keep on playing.